Hi Virgos, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a singles reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers, you're always welcome. Let's ask our spirit guides today what's next in love, what's coming towards you. I do have some charms and initials. Let's see what is going on around you for loving energy. Let's use these readings to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. So let's get started. Let's call in our spirit guides. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us at this time? What is it that you need us to know? I'm listening for you now. I have a disappearing act. Okay, so the person who disappears, you don't want in your life. Okay, the person who, is there one day and not there the next, and you think this is the best thing since sliced bread. No, the person who shows up is the person that you're supposed to be with. Okay, the person who's present, Spirit just said. So if somebody's coming in and out of your life, cut your ties. They don't want a relationship and they're not supposed to be with you. The person who's meant to be with you isn't ever going to push you away, Spirit's saying. I have savage. Yeah, it's a little bit of a prickly feeling, right? It's a, I don't know what's going on energy. So I don't want that. So you could have some energies around you right now, or has happened recently that you never knew where you stood. Coming and going, not really definitive. That's not your person. I have a nightlife, a good time, out for a good time. Yeah, I have a feeling that you have been or have attracted the wrong person. And this person's out to have a good time. We don't need just a good time, okay? That's all well and good, with the right person that we do it together. But we want more stability than that, Spirit sharing with me. So if you've got somebody that isn't showing up, they've got to show up and be in this connection. Many loves. I have a feeling you've got some kind of player that has to either they're all in or they're all out, or you're going to cut your losses, cut your losses now, cut this person out of your life. Maybe you already have, you kind of identified them as a player, or that that's all they want, so walk away. There's a lot of people out there. They have something better. This person could be just part of the story. Here's this book of love. Okay, you could be, look at you. You're like in the middle. You're in the middle of your own story. You're in the middle of your own journey. So if part of your story is, I had this kind of crazy person that was always in and out and it never was going anywhere, then that's just part of your story. But you learned from that and, you walk away. Yeah. I'm sure you walked away from that. So maybe they're just reminding you don't want to go there again. I have saying no. Some of you have either somebody around you that you're trying to make work and you are hoping things get better, or you're hoping they change their mind and they want to be all in, something like that. If they're not all in right from the beginning, or they're not consistent, or they're not showing up, more than likely they're not in, so it takes shifting gears. You have to shift gears. Okay. This is more about you. These readings are for you. It's not about who's on your mind. Shifting gears. Okay. And then they have romance. We want somebody who, you don't have to have like this crazy knight in shining armor energy, but you do have to have somebody who wants only you. Okay. And I think that's maybe Spirit's just reminding you. Okay. Like, is this person good enough for me? If they're not showing up all the time, I would say no, they're not. Because if they're not showing up now, they're not going to show up in the future. So they're going to, do their own thing. They're not loyal to any one person. They don't commit any one way. So that's not what we want. Spirit Talk to me about all these roses and these this key and this romance, because you walked away for a reason in the past. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 9 of Pentacles. I have an Ace of Cups. I have a 4 of Pentacles. Okay, there's my guarding. And I have an Ace of Swords. So the first thing that I'm feeling is this energy of I want openness. Okay, that could be just something you're asking for. I just need somebody to be in my life that's just more open than I've had. I want open and honest. I feel like that's what Spirit's bringing you. Now, just remember, these aces are gift. They are handed to you almost in this. I always say time is of the essence, that when they come to you, you grab it. Okay, so this is somebody who's coming forward, expressing their feelings, sharing their thoughts, opening their heart. They're saying, wondering about you. I love that. Somebody's wondering about you. And it's more of a gift. I like that feeling that they're, I could say it a different way. You're on their mind, but I like this feeling of they're wondering. Wondering to me is more of a, I wonder if this is the person. I wonder if this is going to turn into something more. So wondering to me is more hopeful, and that's Daisy in the background. If you can see Daisy, she's coming to work with me today. She's, as long as she's a good girl and stays out of my cards. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like you're secure. You know what you want. Okay. The person who was the player energy is somebody who was insecure. They weren't ready for a commitment. They're not going to give their heart to somebody. You could be super, super attracted to them. You could have great chemistry with them. Like, wow, this person's off the charts. Like, when we're together, it's amazing. But how about the time when you're not together? Are they committed to you? Are they loyal to you? Are they thinking of you? Or are they playing the field? So it's, you want the person who, it's great when you're with them, and then the space in between is you're all they're thinking about. They wouldn't think about anybody else. I have a Page of Pentacles. I have a Knight of Cups. Okay. Queen of Swords. I have a feeling you have somebody who they're saying there's a sense of cutting you loose. Did somebody say to you, I can't give you what you want. I can't give you the commitment that you're looking for. That's not something that I'm ever going to be interested in. And then, no sooner did you both agree, or you agree to walk away, then somebody comes in with a different offer, and I feel like it just makes more sense to you. It's, this person is more sincere, they're saying. This person is more genuine. So I've got this beautiful knight coming towards you, a Knight of Cups, that they're saying is filled with emotion and wondering about you, and definitely more sincere. So that's going to be a hard act to follow. That, sometimes Spirit takes something away from us and we think it's the worst thing that's ever happened to us. I'll never be happy again. I'll never find something like this. And put something in front of us that blows what we had away. This person's going to do that. This, what's on the bottom of my deck, an Emperor. I love it. You may have just hit the jackpot. Okay. The sense of, I got it all. I've got the person I want to be with. Yeah. 3 of Cups on the bottom. I've got it all. The person that I love to be with, somebody who is strong, independent, secure, stable. knows what they want is my Emperor energy coming in, and has created a life for themselves, Spirit just said. So this person already has a full-blown life, of course. They have a home. They could have had children already. They could have been married before. I don't feel like this is their first rodeo. I don't feel like this is the first time that they have been in a relationship, but they know how relationships work, Spirit just said, and they know how to be in a relationship. So, whoa, sign me up for that. Okay. Sign me up for that person, because I want to be with the person who has a clue that it takes two people to be in a relationship. Spirit, please share more about this. I'm wondering about you. Tell me about this jackpot. I feel like you hit the jackpot, like, you know, not just the checking the boxes, but kind of like the big picture of the perfect, I'm going to say the perfect person for you. There's a sense of, and even the sense of you're perfect for me. Not everybody's perfect, right? So there's a sense of you're perfect for me. They could be saying that to you. You could be saying that about them. But I like that, you know, like this is better than what I had hoped for. I'm so glad I walked away from, you know, the past. Roses are red. It's a true love. So, you know, sometimes we just don't see it when we're in it. We really don't. And it's only when we get to the next stage, that new cycle, that we realize that Spirit had something so much better. I have a rendezvous. I can't wait to be with you. That felt like a very romantic evening, you know, a romantic evening for two. Yeah, I think this person, I don't want to say like lays it on strong, but possibly, maybe they're really attracted to you and they really want to go out of their way to make you feel like you're, they're attracted to you and you're sexy and you're hot and, you know, they want to be with you. So maybe they do come on a little strong, but maybe it's kind of fun, you know, to have somebody come on that strong, without it being like icky, you know, just like you're too much. I have autumn energy. That feels like a autumn sign. Somebody born in September, October, November, something like that. I love the fall. I love the fall leaves. I love the change of seasons. And I'm available. So I'll take available. That came into me also as kind of cute. Whether you're cute or they're cute, it feels like you're so cute. You know, there's a sense of, how would you describe your person? It's you're so sweet and so cute. Like they could say that about you, like you're just so cute. You know, some people are cute. Some people are beautiful. Some people are handsome. Some people are gorgeous, stunning. But there's people out there that just, whether it's their personality, their humor, spunk, but they're cute. You know, you describe them as they're super cute. I just think they're awesome, you know. So I have a feeling you're getting involved with somebody, either they think you're cute or that's how they describe you, or vice versa. Let's get some initials. Let's see if we can start to get some clues. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here, and I have a bag of letters, and I'm going to go in here and just grab a handful, and then I'll lay them down for you. See, maybe we'll spell a name. Maybe we'll get first initial, last initial. Let's get a little pinch. And let's see what we have here today. I have a V, Y, K. I have a Q. They're a little hard to get a hold of. Q, H. I have a W. Let's see. W, P. I have an M. another M. I have an O. I have a J. I have a W. And I have an H. Okay, so those could be some letters to look for, beginning of a name, something like that. And while I have this open to zoomed in, let's get some charms. Let's see what my charms are saying. So I've got this big, beautiful bowl, my Magick scoop, made it to New Hampshire on our trip and our new home here for the summer and fall. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go over here and dig in. Let's see. I see some big red lips, it looks like. Okay, I'm going to start with the letters. I have some additional letters. So I have an R. I have a J. I almost feel like it's one of those names like RJ, Junior, AJ, you know, people who have like those letter names, like a nickname. So maybe that's connecting to somebody. I have a B. I have an N. I have big red lips. I wear lipstick. I don't go very far without lip gloss. So somebody out there who, I love your lips and can pull off red lipstick. But I love your lips. That's nice. I have a number 19, 19th of the month. Maybe we're born on the 19th, meet on the 19th. I have a 23. Okay. I have a measuring cup. A little bit of a, you measure up, almost like on a value scale that, you know, you're like cream of the crop, or it was more of a, you definitely are in the league that I'm looking for, something like that. That's how it came in, even though it's a measuring cup. Let's see. I have follow your heart. Absolutely. Follow your heart. Believe in love. And if you're, you know, this isn't here yet, we're manifesting today together. And whatever connects to you, if this is the type of energy you want, the type of relationship you want, at the end, we claim it together, we put it out into the universe, and we ask Spirit to bring it to us. And it helps us to keep the hope and the belief alive that everybody deserves love. I have being kind, brave, happy, compassionate. I love that. I want all of those things, Spirit. I have a teacup. I think it's a teacup. Where'd it go? Hold on. I have a teacup. It's weird. It came into me as part of the party. And you're going, what the hell does that mean? All I could think of is Alice in Wonderland and the teacup scene and the part of the party, like everybody's sitting around having the tea. There's something about sitting around, okay, like sitting around a table. It could be with parents. It could possibly be, you know, we have dinner, but we always linger with a cup of coffee afterwards. And whether it's a cup of tea, cup of coffee, dessert. But there was a sense of lingering around a table, having coffee with more than one person. Okay. But it feels like an activity event. I'm going to say with parents. I feel like it's something I do with my parents. Like I go over their house, I eat dinner, they have coffee afterwards, and you know, they like to sit and talk after dinner. So it kind of came into that is how I got there. So somebody here has a close connection to possibly definitely to the parents, but it's the best conversations are had around this kitchen table feel. So just a part of whether it's your upbringing or it's definitely something you guys do in your family. So we're going to be doing that together. I have a seashell. I like hot places, they're saying. I like the beach. if I'm going to travel, I want to go to somewhere hot. I have a flip-flop and a beach. So when I'm on vacation, I'm going somewhere warm. I'm going to a beach, an island, a getaway like that. So I don't go into the mountains. I might not be a skier or something, but I definitely am a beach bum. I love to lay in the sun. I like the sand on my toes. I like the water. So somebody who's like totally into beaches. Okay, so I'm a beach person. And here's a castle. I even want to say a sand castle. I feel like I even want to sit there and play in the sand. Maybe that's something they do with their kids. Maybe that's something they just always make something. You know, they've been doing it for years with their little kids. So maybe that's something they enjoy. Let's see, what is this? Lipstick, red lipstick again. Okay, so that I would say that that's a clue. I would say whether it's you or them, that you know, they like to wear lipstick, lip gloss, something like that. And then I have a snowflake. Snowflakes in Florida are people who have a house somewhere else and just come to Florida. They're not snowbirds. Snowbirds come for like 5 months out of the year. They have a permanent house up north and they come to Florida for a couple of months. They come to Florida from like October to May. And snowflakes have a house up north, but only come to Florida when they can. They kind of fly down for the weekend. They visit, they don't stay. They might stay for a week at a time and then go back. So it's a thing in Florida, is a snowflake, believe it or not. There's a part of me that says this person has an opportunity to go back and forth somewhere. They could have family that lives in Florida or in the South, and they can go down for a week at a time. They can go visit very easily. They could have a place there. So it feels like I go back and forth between this kind of beach life and maybe something on the cooler side. So if that's something that you want to be a snowbird with them or a snowflake with them, maybe they're going to be taking you along. So that sounds nice, but it is a real thing in Florida. I didn't know what it was until I moved to Florida. I'm like, what's a snowflake? So it is a real thing, and people do it all the time. All right, so let's see. But they could have parents down there. They could have parents that own a home or have retired down there, and they go and visit their parents and stay with their parents. So it's really easy to go and stay. Spirit, what else do you want us to know? So a romantic evening for two. We cut the player loose. I feel like I cut the player loose and then I won the lottery. You know, it's kind of like as soon as I said no to the wrong guy, the wrong girl, the right one came along. And sometimes that's what happens. I have a judgment. I made a good choice is how that just came in. I have a 7 of Swords. I cut the 7 of Swords loose, 2 of Swords. And I have an Empress. I chose love. Okay, I chose myself and I chose love, and I'm glad you made that choice, because the right one is going to come along, and the better person is going to show up. So that Empress in all of us says, I deserve more, and I'm not going to settle for the person who's coming and going, which is what the beginning of the reading shared with us. I have a Chariot. I'm moving forward with or without you is how that came into me. Like, you know what? This is my life. I'm moving forward. If you don't want to be in it, 6 of Swords. Yeah, there's a sense of I'll leave you behind. I'm moving on. You know, there's just such this beautiful empowerment feeling today, that you made a choice for you. You made a choice that you deserve better. And I do feel like it's showing up, which is really great, because sometimes when you make that leap of faith just for you, there's fear involved. I have a Six of Pentacles. It's a better match. It's more win-win. It's more equal. It's balanced. It's more give and take than you've ever had before. So that it all feels good. Let's see if they have some couple of loving messages. Spirit, what is it that I feel torn for some reason? And it could be not for all of you, but some of you, that kind of I wished it had worked out with somebody. Like I really had hoped, but in the big picture, when this new energy comes into you, you won't even be thinking about that person. Trust me, that person will be like long gone. I've never felt a bond as strong as ours. So somebody who you feel really close to, even though we're apart, our souls are united. If this person hasn't come into our life yet, just remember they're part of our soul contract. We decided before we even came here that this person is going to become a part of our life. So they're searching for you as much as you're searching for them. And I compare everyone I meet to you. So nobody's going to compare to you. And there's not going to be anything better. So what did they say? I'm wondering, right? I'm wondering if you're the one. I'm wondering if this is finally my turn. So I really like that. What's at the bottom? You're what I've been searching for. Okay. You're what I've been searching for all along. So they're out there searching for you. What did they say in the beginning? They said, you're perfect for me. Right? So I've been searching for someone like you. You're perfect for me. So they're going to feel all of those things about you, and you're going to feel those things about them too. This is a great reading to remind us that when something is taken away from us or we walk away from someone, that Spirit knows best, and that you are going to be very pleasantly surprised that what's on the other side is so much better. So we're going to ask Spirit to guide that to you now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Claim it, own it, it's yours in the comments. If you would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. And thank you for being here, as always. We'll see you again real soon.